If you're struggling with depression, this is why. Most conventional advice that you've been told these days are all bad. Most conventional advice that you've been told are bad. Like, depression is just sadness. It's not. Depression is not sadness. It's the emptiness, the feeling of empty, unable to enjoy anything in life. That is depression. Not it's not sadness. It's two separate things. Sadness, you feel sad about this thing, but depression, you don't feel anything like at all. Just empty. So that's what depression is. And number two, it the people just say, ah, you can't fix it. It's genetic. Yes, in some case, depression is genetic for some people, but you're not one of them. So that's not an excuse for you to actually to cope with. And number three, that depression will go away on its own. First of all, where the hell do you learn that from? It's not gonna go away on its own if you don't fix it. It kind of like, what's a weird analogy for this? It's kind of like cancer. If you don't fix it, it will spread. So you need to fix this thing. That's the problem. So you need to fix it. My name is Supetra. I gone from a depressive teenager to a joyful person. And I'm on a mission to help teenager with their depression. But there's an enemy out there. These software company, these platform, these social media company, they know that their platform are making you depressed. That's the reason why they don't these software company, they don't let their children, they don't let their child on their platform, because they know that these platform are making you depressed. Because when you go on to, let's say, when you go on to this platform, you see the guy who is more jacked than you, he got bigger bicep than you, and now you feel like shit because you compare yourself to him. Yeah, that person probably trained like 5 years and you've been training like 5 months. Of course you're gonna look so different. But when you compare yourself to that person without seeing the truth, it's just fucked up with your mind. And another reason is that it's a and that's the reason why these companies are bad for you. And there's also this video game company. They makes you level up in their games instead of level up in real life. And now you get this fake accomplishment that you feel like you accomplished something. And when you snap back to reality, you realize that you're a fucking loser and you haven't accomplished anything in life whatsoever. And that just make you feel like shit. And when you feel like shit, you just go back to playing the video game, and the cycle keep repeating itself over and over again. So I'm inviting you to join our community. Top link in the description. So here's how to actually fix your depression. Number one, mindfulness. When you are mindful, you are able to enjoy other parts of life. Let's say we use a let's say we use food as an analogy here. So when you're eating food, when you're mindless, you're scrolling while you're eating, you're mindless, you just eat and eat while your mind's going elsewhere, while your mind is scrolling. You're scrolling while you eat. You eat one and then you scroll, and you eat two and then you scroll. That's mindless as fuck. And when you're mindless, you're unable to enjoy anything. So to fix this is meditation. Meditation is basically a four-step process. You're focusing on something that happened right now, and then your mind go elsewhere, and then you realize it, and then you bring your mind back to the present moment. That is meditation. And I made a program that goes on to deeper autistic detail with loads of actionable steps. Like I would literally tell you exactly what to do to get you out of depression. So top link in the description. Go check it out. Number two, number two, understanding dopamine. Dopamine is basically the molecule, the scientist stuff that I don't know. I can't even pronounce it. Basically, dopamine is in my let's use the pro science here. Dopamine is basically the pursuit that takes you from point A to point B. So let's say you want to. Basically, dopamine is a motivation that gets you from point A to point B. So let's say, what should I use the analogy for? So let's say your average person, you're getting craving to go and eat the junk food, and then now you're getting the craving, and now you're going to McDonald's to try to get your meal. That is the pursuit, and then the point B, you get the food that you order. The height of dopamine isn't when you're eating the food; it is the pursuit of you going and get the food. And let me tell you something: when you do the bad habit, let's say eating junk food, in that case, when you eat the junk food, you get your dopamine spikes up like this, and it will inevitably go down. And when you do the bad habit, it just doesn't go to the baseline. See right here, it, but it go below the baseline, and that's where depression comes in. You can't now you're unable to enjoy the junk food that you have eaten because you spend like 10,000 hours eating the same junk food. You spend 10,000 hours playing the same video game. Now you're unable to enjoy it. But there are some people out there who's gonna say, you need discipline." But let me show you. This is the study right here. It said that if your dopamine is so fucked, even discipline couldn't. Let's say in that study, the rat, its dopamine is so fucked that it can't even. Let's say this is the food right here. It's right in front of me. Let's pretend I'm a rat. I'm trying to reach. I can't reach it because my dopamine is so fucked and just starve to death. If the food isn't force fed, or if the food isn't force fed, the rat will just starve to death. And that's kind of like what people are doing these days. Number three, gratitude. I was always the ungrateful kid. I literally never say thanks whatsoever. And the practice of gratitude, in this case, I will use gratitude journaling. Where you get a pen and piece of paper and you write about something you're grateful for. And the one, let me give one tips for this is to write full sentence. Let's say you're grateful for this thing, and then your experience with it, and then who sold you this thing, who gave it to you this thing, and these people who made it. Just write it in a full sentence. And when you're doing gratitude, it just takes you away from the negative headspace, where most majority of people these days are always negative. And when you do the practice of gratitude, you put yourself in a positive headspace, and like always, everyone wanna be positive. So that is the way. Moving on to number 4, what I put right here is touch grass. Basically, go outside, do something with your life. The reason why you're depressed is because you have nothing to do with in life. So set some goal. Oh, you have nothing. You're doing nothing fun in life. The quick fix to it is to climb a tree. Wait. That's what I can't climb tree because if people see me, they will take picture of me and they will come and climb tree or some shit. First of all, we do not give a fuck about these motherfucker. We do not give a fuck about this kid. They can say all this whatever they fucking want, but they are depressed and we are not, so we do not care. And when you climb a tree, you cure your depression. So that's a great thing. Climb a tree, jump over a puddle, step on some leaf, crunchy leaf. Take picture of it and play with it. Now your depression are all gone. And number 4, speak to people. When you're depressed, you shouldn't. The worst thing you can do is to isolate yourself from people. People. Oh shit. People die from this. They end their life because of this. So you shouldn't isolate yourself. You should spend your time with people. Spend your time with happy people, not these degenerate, not these losers who just make fun of you for whatever the fuck reason there is. Speak to people. Say it. Get into conversation with people. Just just speak to people. And this is the practical advice. The practical advice I will give you is number 1, set some goal. Set some goal to do something with your life because you're depressed because you have nothing to do in life. So set some goal, realistic goal, not some gay shit like I'm gonna be a millionaire tomorrow. That's unrealistic. That's bullshit. Number 2, start meditating today. Number 3, understand the concept of dopamine. If your dopamine below the baseline, you're unable to enjoy anything in life. That's basically that. Number 4, start gratitude journaling. Basically, just write 2 sentences every single day. And for meditation, just meditate for 1 minute a day, or or 30 seconds a day. Number 5, go outside, climb a tree, go do something in life that you're used to in as a child. And number 6, speak to people. That's all. And and that concludes how I how I cure my depression. And as always, go and sacrifice today for tomorrow. Sacrifice the comfort today for the growth of your future self. Thank you.